Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. I know what you're thinking. Phoenix Knight, this isn't your baseball test week yet. Why are you playing more baseball games? You're right, it's not my baseball test week yet. Today is normally my group game day with my Sunday group, but another group game day fell apart, and I realized earlier in the week that I had another situation I wanted to test, and this was it. It was a free Sunday. I expect this will be a fairly easy situation to take advantage of, but I'd rather have the test done and not needed. Anyway, enough of the rambling. We're going to play APBA Baseball from APBA Games. Just like it sounds and the rulebook says, it's a baseball simulator. This time, we're going to venture to 1981 for a matchup from that season. You may remember I got the 1981 season in from a gentleman off Board Game Geek a couple weeks ago, so we're going to put that through its paces. Anyway, let's go meet our starting pitchers. This is an older printing of the APBA 1981 season, but our starting pitcher today for the visiting San Francisco Giants is Alan Ripper Ripley. Grade D pitcher, which might come into play on some of the results. But that's enough on the starting pitcher. There's really not much of an intro there. The APBA cards don't really have the player stats on them for the season, so I don't have that available for me. But with that, let's go meet our home pitcher. Today in the video is June 5th, 1981. And today, the Giants are visiting the Pittsburgh Pirates, and their home pitcher is Pascual Perez. He's a grade D pitcher, which again might come into play on that. Anyway, that's enough rambling on that. Let's move over to the game board, to the main game board, and check out the shot. Just giving the shot our final look over. Everything looks good here. As usual, we've got the magnet board that I'll be using for each of the positions. Yes, I know these aren't actually the positions where they stand. I've had that comment in the past, but for the yellow magnets in the field, they help me keep where the position actually is. It's not necessarily going to be accurate of where they actually stand, but it's to help me remember what number goes with what position in terms of the scorekeeping. So if I get a ground ball to third for a 5-3 putout, for a third to first putout, then I know, okay, it's going to be a 5-3 putout. So the numbers are there to help me keep everything straight. With that slight ramble out of the way, once again, we've got our scoring dials here to represent the runs, our dice to represent the total fielding for the team. Both of them will be in fielding 3 today, based on 35 fielding points for the Giants versus 34 for the Pirates. So with that, I think we're all set for the first pitch, so let's play ball. Before we meet the starting lineup for the Giants, I do also want to mention that we are going to have another round of ticker testing today in case your team isn't featured in this video, and I've settled on using Fast Score Baseball as my ticker. I had enough of saying, will someone please win this game during the Downey ticker testing, and Fast Score lets me see the starting pitchers, so I can use that to select pitching matchups that I might want to feature. Anyway, enough rambling on that. Now we can meet the starting lineup for the Giants. Today's starting for the Giants, we've got Bill North in center field, which APBA just represents as outfielders. Enos Cabell at third base. Jack Clark in right field. Howdy Doody Darrell Evans in third base. Larry Herndon is in left. Joe Morgan's at second base. Milt May is catching. Johnny Lee Lemasters at shortstop. And of course, pitching, we've got Alan Ripley. Charged with keeping that lineup under control, of course, is the home pitcher, Perez. North due up first. So once again, I'll pull the dice out for a second. We've got our 2d6 here. We'll use the red as our 10s, white as our 1s, and we'll combine the results rather than add them together. So if we get a result of, say, a 3-3 like that, we'll read it as a 33 instead of 6, which for Bill North probably wouldn't be a good thing, but let's find out what we've got here anyway. So with that, I think we're all set to play ball. So North due up first. He will get a 15, which will be an 11. That'll be against a grade D pitcher. For an 11, that's a base hit over to left field. It'll get past the third baseman. Then the batter will steal second on the first pitcher to the next batter. So he leads off with the single, then steals second as North. I do want to see the card just in case some of the ratings are referenced on there. So we've got a runner on second base already. I'll remember to change my charts. I'll also remember to note it on the score sheet. Next up is the third baseman, Cabell. Perez trying to settle down after giving up a leadoff single and then getting a base stolen on him. That's a 16, which will probably be a much better result at 28. That'll be fielding 3 we established. 16 is a 28. That'll get grounded to short, where he'll pick it, they'll get grounded to short, where Foley will pick it up and flip it over to first for the out, but it'll be a sacrifice hit as the runner moves over to third. So there'll be 1 away. North will make it to third, and that'll bring up J.C. Clark, who's having his first at-bat. We'll change the charts. Infield will come in to prevent the runner from scoring. I know it's not going to mean anything for APBA, but there are other games where the infield depth will matter, so I do want to get in the habit of mentioning that in my playthroughs. Anyway, Perez waits for the sign from Nicosia, and here's the pitch. That's a 40. We'll call that a 45 since that's a somewhat cocked die. That'll be a 14 on fielding 3. That'll be a walk, so Clark will make first. He's batter 4, and that'll bring Darrell Evans up to the plate. We got runners at the corners with 1 out. A double play ends the inning for Perez, so let's see what happens here. Remember to note it in my score sheet. Clark up next. Here's the sign from Foley and the pitch. 34 is a 31. Fielding 3, 31. It's going to be skied to center field, where that'll be skied to center field, but that will be deep enough to score North. But Clark will hold it third. Let's see, North was our leadoff man. He's going to score on the sacrifice fly. That will be 1-0 Pirates. So that'll be flied to, I believe we said flied to center. Oh, let me just double check the results so I score this accurately. 34 is a 31. Yep, that'll be flied to center. But it is deep enough to bring in North, so it's 1-0 Giants as Larry Herndon now steps into the batter's box. Run around first, so I remember to change my charts. The pitch is a 33. That's not going to be good. That's a 0, so we're rolling again, but we're hitting the second column this time. That's a 14, which on the second column is a 6. So that's going to be a grade D pitcher. That's going to be a double past first base. Runner to third. But if he's a fast runner, Clark is a fast runner. He will score. So that's going to be a double for Herndon. Clark will score since he is an F runner, which presumably means fast. Clark was fourth. And Clark was... So just like that, Clark was the third hitter. Just like that, it's now 2-0 Pirates, or 2-0 Giants, I should say. He's the fifth hitter. Changing my charts over to second, but we do have 2 out in the inning. Runner on third base. Next up is Joe Morgan, the second baseman. Perez is already dealing with a 2-0 deficit. Let's see if he can keep the damage to a minimum. Runner should be on second, not third. That's a 23 for Morgan, which is a 29, fielding 3. That's going to be grounded to first, where Stargell will wait for that one. He'll flip it over to Perez, and they will finally get out of the inning. That's going to be 3-1 on the putout. And the side is retired, but not before Perez gives up 2 runs to make it 2-0 heading into the bottom of the first. So I'll remember to update the dial so I can see that at a glance. Okay, now that we've got that all straight, now we get to take our first look at the Pirates starting lineup. So coming to bat for the Pirates, we've got Omar Marino in center field, Tim Foley at shortstop, David Parker in outfield, in and right. Willie Stargell's at first base. Mike Easler is in left field. Bill Madlock is at third. Yogi Berra probably is at second base. Steve Nicosia is catching, and of course pitching, we've got Pascal Perez. Ripley suddenly finds himself with a 2-0 lead that he's staked to already, as the Giants did quite a bit of damage in the top of the first. Let's see how the Pirates have their go as Marino steps into the batter's box. Ripley waits for the sign from May, and here's the pitch. 65 is a 35, and he's going to pop out. He's going to sky that right behind the plate, where May will wait for that. He'll get under it, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So P2. And then next up will be the shortstop, Tim Foley. Let's see what happens here. Ripley looks to be relaxing so far with a 2-0 lead. Except the 55 isn't going to be doing much for relaxing. That's an 8. He's a grade D pitcher. That's going to be a base hit to left center field. So Foley will reach with a 1-out single. Next batter will be David Parker. Infield will move to double play depth. Once again, doesn't matter here, but there are other games where it does, so I'm getting used to it. Ripley waits for the sign from May, and here's the pitch. 43, change your charts. 43 is a 29 on a fielding 3 team. He's going to make a good sacrifice hit as well. That'll be grounded right back to Ripley. He'll move it over to Stargell at first, and there's 2 outs in the inning. So 1-3 on the putout. Runner to second, but that will be 2 away. So Foley will make second. Batter now is the aforementioned Willie Stargell, who definitely is capable of tying the game in one swing of the bat. So Ripley needs to be very careful with Stargell. Infield will play back now as they don't care about the double play. Stargell waits for the sign, waits for the pitch, and here it comes. That's a 16, which is a 28. Fielding 3, that will be grounded to short, where LeMaster will get that. He'll flip it over to Evans at first, and that'll be the inning. So nothing across except the base hit for the Pirates, and it's 2-0 Giants as we leave the first inning. So as we get ready for the top of the second, we'll see the bottom of San Francisco's order due up next. Leading off for the Giants in the top of the second is Milt May, the catcher. Perez waits for the sign, and here's the pitch. 44. Uh-oh, that's not going to be good. That's a 7 against a grade D pitcher. Let's change the charts. That'll be a base hit into right field. So May picking up right where the Giants left off right in the top of the first. That'll bring Johnny LeMaster to the plate, the shortstop. Change your charts. Runner on first base now. Infield will move to double play depth. Once again, it doesn't matter here, but yeah. So Perez waits for the sign from Nicosia, and here's the pitch. 63 is going to be a 31. That's going to be skied to center field. Getting under that will be not be North. It'll be Marino. It'll fall into his glove, and that'll be the first out of the inning. May not moving anywhere. So that's an F8. Next up will be, wait a minute. Something's not right then. Oh, never mind. That was LeMaster. Okay. So we're all set there. Anyway, coming to bat now will be the pitcher, Pascual Perez. Pitchers tend to not hit very well, so let's see what happens as Ripley waits for the sign from Nicosia, and here's the pitch. That's a 53, which is a 13. That'll be a swing and a miss. Got him on a curveball. And that'll be 2 away in the inning, as the infield will now move back. Next up is Bill North. He had the leadoff double to start the game. So Perez trying to get out of the inning with any further damage. Noting it on my score sheet. And now here's the pitch from Perez. 24 is a 13. That'll also be a swing and a miss. Blows the heat right by him and retires the side. Nothing across except the single, and it remains 2-0 in favor of the Giants, heading out after 1.5. Getting ready for the bottom of the second now. We've got Bill Madlock coming up to the... No, we should have... Wait. We should have Mike Easler coming to the plate first. I think I flipped over one too many cards when I was making sure that the Pirates lineup got reorganized. Anyway, now that we've got that figured out, Ripley waits for the sign from Maine. Here's the pitch. 63 is a 31. With the bases empty, that'll get skied to center field. Getting under that will be North, and it'll drop into his glove for 1 away. Now we have Bill Madlock coming up to the plate. Ripley waiting for the sign from Maine. Here's the pitch. 26 is a 30. That will get skied to left. Getting under that will be Herndon, and it'll fall into his glove, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Next up is Yogi Berra coming to the plate at second base. Ripley waiting for the sign, and here's the pitch. 23 is a 27. That will be grounded to third base. Getting by that is Cabell. He'll flip it over to first, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning. 1-2-3 will go the Pirates in the bottom of the second. After 2, it remains 2-0 San Francisco. We'll get ready for the top of the third, where the 2, 3, 4 in San Francisco's order is due up next. Leading off the top of the third for the Giants is Cabell, the third baseman. He's 0 for 1. He grounded. He had a sacrifice back in the first. Perez trying to settle down. Here's the pitch. 53 is a 20. Fielding 3. That's going to be an E4 as Berra is going to boot that one, and Cabell will end up at first on the error. So he is batter 2. Okay, change your charts. We'll bring the infield to double play depth, as now we'll bring Cabell's card up. And then we've got Evans due up. He reached on a... No, we should have Clark up next. There we go, J.C. Clark. He had a walk back in the first. So once again, infield at double play depth. Perez hoping for a twin killing here. Here's the sign and the pitch. 62 is a 13. That's almost as good. That'll be a called strike 3 as the curveball just catches the outside corner. And 1 away. That'll bring Evans up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to left in the first. Perez still trying to get out of the inning. Here's the pitch. That's a 23 with a 29. That'll be another sacrifice for Evans this time, as it's grounded right back to the pitcher, right back to Perez, and the only play he has is over to Stargell at first. So that will be 1-3. 2 away, but Cabell will get to second base. That'll bring Herndon up, who had a double his first time up. Perez hoping to avoid trouble from Cabell now making it to second base. Here's the pitch. 23 is a 32, and that's going to get skied to right field. Getting under that will be Parker. It'll drop into his glove, and the side will be retired. So only the error coming across for the Giants, but they're not able to do anything with it. Score remains 2-0. Just making sure I've got my lineup straight now. Okay. Now that we've got that all sorted out, now it's into the bottom of the third, where Pittsburgh has the bottom of its order due up. Steve Nicosia is going to make his first appearance at the plate against Ripley. Let's see what happens here. The pitch is a 46, which is a 24. Once we get back to bases empty, a 24. It's going to be grounded to short. Waiting for that will be LeMaster. He'll move over to Evans at first base, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Up next, we've got Perez, the pitcher. Let's see what Ripley can do with the pitcher as he gets the sign from May. Here's the pitch. A 46 is a 32. That's going to get skied to right. Getting under that will be Clark now. And that'll be the second out of the inning. As now we bring the top of Pittsburgh's order back up to bat. Next up will be Marino. He's 0 for 1. He popped out back in the first. He skied out behind the catcher. Here's the pitch from Ripley. 66, that's a 0, so we're rolling again on the second column. 65 is an 11 against a grade D pitcher. Single to left, so Marino will get on board, and then he'll steal second on the first pitch to the next batter. So that'll be 1 strike to... So, right, Marino. That'll be 1 strike to Foley. Actually, yeah, that'll be 1 strike to Foley once I remember to bring Marino's card up. Foley is 1 for 1. He had a single back in the first. Now trying to do something with getting Marino in. But here's the sign. So here's the pitch from Ripley. 56 does not seem likely to help. That's a 34 with a runner on first. 56 is a... We said 56 is a... 32, actually. It would help if I read Foley's card. A 32 is probably still no help. That'll get skied to right. Getting under that again. Getting under that again will be Clark. And that will retire the side. Nothing across except the single. And it remains 2-0 San Francisco after 3. Getting ready for the top of the fourth. And we've got the second half of San Francisco's order due up to lead off the fourth. Leading off for the Giants in the top of the sixth will be Joe Morgan. He is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Perez waits for the sign, and here's the pitch. A 13 is a 14. That's not going to be... Oh, that actually will be good. That'll be a base on balls. And he's not a ZZ pitcher, so Morgan will actually reach with a leadoff walk. So he'll reach with the leadoff walk. The batter will be May now. Infield will move to double play depth. May is 1 for 1. He's got a single as well. May looks in on Perez, and here's the pitch. A 24 is a 13. That'll be a swing and a miss at a slider out of the zone. That was a bad swing. 1 away as we now have LeMaster stepping up to the plate. He flew out to center his first time up. Trying to advance Morgan here. Let's see what happens with the pitch. 13 is a 14. That'll be a runner. That'll be a walk. Actually, yeah, runner on first. That'll be another walk. Perez having a little bit of suspect command today. That's his third. That's at least his third walk on the day. That's his third. That is his third walk on the day. So LeMaster now gets on with a 1-out walk, as that'll bring Ripley up to the plate. Ripley is 0 for 1. Now we've got runners on first and second with 1 out. Infield still at double play depth. Let's see what happens with the pitch to Ripley from Perez. 42 is a 27 against fielding 3. Out at first, so he'll ground it over. He'll ground it over to third. Where waiting for that will be Madlock, but his only play. Both the runners got a good jump. The only play he'll have is over to first, so that'll be 2 outs in the inning. As Morgan advances to third, LeMaster's at second. We have 2 outs in the inning, and that'll bring the top of the Giants' order back to the plate. So that was 5-3, 2 outs. And the batter is now north. He's 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout. Perez trying to duck the Trying to duck a sudden situation where we got runners on second and third with 2 outs. Let's see what North's able to do with that. 65 is a 35. Well, not likely to be much. He's going to get skied to... That's going to get skied foul on the first base side, where Stargell will get under that. He'll put out his glove, and it'll fall into it, and that will end the inning. So the Giants not able to do anything with a leadoff walk. With 2 walks, but the Giants aren't able to do anything with it. Score remains 2-0. As we'll take a minute to get everything straight on the lineup. Okay. Leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Pirates will be Dave Parker. He grounded out his first time up. Ripley still with a 2-0 lead to work with. Wait for the sign from Maine. Here's the pitch. 45 is a 14. That'll be a walk. Parker will reach with a leadoff walk. 8-6. Parker is third hitter. As next up will be Stargell. He's 0 for 1. Single, not a walk. Infield will come into double play depth. Trying to get a twin killing here. Ripley waits for the sign from Maine. Here's the pitch. 52 is a 27. There's another sacrifice hit, this time for Stargell, as that'll get grounded to third, and the only play Cabell will have is over to first to get the shutout. So 1 away in the inning. So that'll bring Easler up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. We've got a runner at second base. So Easler now is the batter. Infield will move back since they don't care about the double play now. Here's the pitch. 24 is a 13. That'll be a swinging strike 3 most likely. Yep. The swinging versus called is only for flavor in this game. I know there are some house rules that RJL at least uses for inside pitch, but those won't. But it's purely flavor and APBA. Anyway, batter now is Madlock. He is 0 for 1. He's also flown out. Ripley looking over at Parker, hoping to get out of trouble in the fourth. Here's the pitch. 41 is a 24. With a runner on second, that'll be popped out to short. Getting under that will be LeMaster. It'll fall into his glove, and that will be the inning. Just a leadoff walk, but after that, the Pirates go 1-2-3. And after 4, score remains 2-0 San Francisco. We'll get ready for the top of the fifth, where the heart of San Francisco's order is due up next. Leading off the top of the fifth, the Giants will be the third baseman, Enos Cabell. He's 0 for 2. Perez settling in after giving up 2 quick runs to lead off the game. So, here's the pitch. Actually, that's a 24. 24 is a 13. Let's get back to the charts because I was looking at something, but a 13 I'm pretty sure is going to be a swing and a miss no matter what. Yes, that will definitely be a swing and a miss for strike 3. Now Clark steps into the batter's box. He's 0 for 1. He's walked and struck out today. Perez waits for the sign from Maine. Here's the pitch. 22. Uh-oh, that sounds like trouble. A 7 against a grade D pitcher. 7, that's going to be a base hit to right field. It'll get past Stargell at first. And now we've got a 1-out single to worry about. Next up is Evans. He's 0 for 2. Infield will move to double play depth. Perez hoping to get out of the inning without any damage here. So change your charts, and here's the pitch. 62 is a 32. That'll get skied to right field. Getting under that will be Parker. That'll be 2 out, and the runner will hold. It was a shallow fly ball to right field. It wasn't deep enough for Clark to advance there. 2 outs, and we've got Herndon due up next. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Perez hoping to get out of the inning. Here's the pitch. Infield will play back now that they don't care about the double play. 34 is a 31, and that will be skied to center field. Waiting for that one will be Moreno. He'll get under that, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except for the single. Score remains 2-0 San Francisco. Clark was the 3-hitter. Okay. All right, bottom of the order coming up for Pittsburgh now. We've got Berra leading off the bottom of the 5th. He is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Here's a pitch from Ripley. That's a 52, which is a 27. Once we change charts, a 27 is going to be grounded to third. Getting over to that is Cabell. He'll flip it over to Evans at first, and that will be a nice, easy ground out. Next up will be Nicosia. He's 0 for 1. He also grounded out his first time up. Ripley waits for the sign and the pitch. 52 is a 27. See previous result. Grounded to Cabell, flipped over to Evans. And those two are getting their warm-up tosses in today. Next up is Perez. He is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Ripley hoping for a nice, easy 1-2-3 inning. Let's see what happens here. 22 does not sound like it's going to be a nice, easy 1-2-3 inning. An 8 against a grade D pitcher. That's going to be a base hit to left center. So Perez goes ahead and helps out his own cause. He'll reach with a... Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. Right. Pirates pitcher. Duh. Now that we've got that figured out, Moreno coming into the batter's box. Moreno is 1 for 2. He had a single back in the 3rd. Ripley hoping to get out of the inning with nothing but that happening. A 12 is a 25. That'll be a twin killing, except it's going to be grounded to... It'll be grounded to second. Waiting for that is going to be Berra. He'll take it to the... He'll actually flip it over to Foley at short, and that will be the inning. So that'll be a 6-3 putout, and that will retire the side. That would have been a double play, but nothing doing there. So nothing across except for the single by the pitcher, and it remains 2-0 after 5. Let's go into the top of the 6th next, where 6, 7, 8, where Morgan, May, and LeMaster are due up for San Francisco. Leading off the top of the 6th will be Joe Morgan. He's 0 for 1 with a walk back in the 4th. Perez settles in after his warm-up tosses, and here's the pitch. 33. Uh-oh, that's a 0, so we're rolling again on Morgan's second column. 22. Oh, that's trouble. That's a 1. Boom! That ball's pretty high. That ball's pretty deep to right field. And Parker's going to turn around and watch that land in the seats. Home run, Joe Morgan. He'll trot around the bases, and it will be 3-0 San Francisco. And now we're going to start getting some activity in the Pittsburgh bullpen. As who are they going to warm up? Pittsburgh's going to get Victor Cruz warming up. Actually, they've got... righty. They're going to get a lefty warming up. That would make more sense. Do they have a lefty? Yep. They have the one lefty. Well, never mind. I think we're just going to get a righty warming up then. We're going to get Teak Tecove warming up in the Pittsburgh bullpen. It is now 3-0 San Francisco as May steps into the batter's box. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout today. Perez says he can still go. Let's see what happens with the pitch to May. 52 is a 27. That'll be grounded over to third. Waiting for that will be Madlock. He'll flip over to Stargell, and that will be the first out of the inning. Next up will be LeMaster. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. LeMaster looks on Perez for the sign, and here's the pitch. 62 is a 27. I think we're going to see previous result. Yep. That's going to get grounded once again over to third, where Madlock will wait for that. He'll move it over to Stargell, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Again, those two are really getting their workout in today. Next up for the inning will be Ripley. He's 0 for 2. Perez hoping to keep it a 3-run game. A 24, which is a 27, will probably help. And anybody want to say it with me? Grounded over to third. Waiting for that will be Madlock. He'll flip it over to Stargell, and that will retire the side. So a solo bomb by Morgan makes it 3-0 San Francisco. As now we'll get ready for the top of the 6th, or the bottom of the 6th, I should say. Leading off for the Pirates will be Tim Foley. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Ripley waits for the sign from Maine. Here's the pitch. And 11. Uh-oh, that's a 0 to lead off the inning. Let's see what Foley can do with that. We're on the second column. That's a 44, which on the second column is going to be a 6 against a grade D pitcher. That's going to end up being a double to right center field, where it'll split the gap between North and Clark, and Foley is going to end up at second with a stand-up double. That's what the Pirates were hoping to see a little bit more of. He's 2. Batter now will be Parker. Parker is 0 for 1 with a walk. Ripley hoping to keep the damage to a minimum there. Nobody out with the leadoff double. Here's the pitch to Parker. A 13 is a 40. Fielding 3-0. Catcher fumbles a plate bouncer. Batter's safe and the runner to third. So all of a sudden, just like that, we've got runners at the corners and nobody out. That's an E2. Next up will be Stargell. Stargell's 0 for 2, and we're also going to get some activity in the San Francisco bullpen as, let's see, lefty, righty. They're going to get a lefty warming up. Pittsburgh's actually got a couple lefties. They're going to get Al Holland. No, they're not going to get him warming up. They're going to get Gary Lavelle warming up in the San Francisco bullpen. Ripley insisting he can still go against Stargell. Infield will play in. They don't want the run to... Actually, do they care about the run? I don't think they would care about the run here. They're already up 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th. I think they're going to play... They would probably play for the double play here, I think. Somebody can correct me on strategy on that, but I think with a 3-0 lead in the second half of the game, I think you play for outs. Stargell, once again, is 0 for 2. Ripley with the pitch. 33, uh-oh. That's a 7 with runners on first and third. That's a grade D pitcher. That'll be a base hit to left field where it'll fall in front of Herndon for a hit. Foley will score. Parker will make second. Stargell will get to first, and just like that, it's now 3-1 Pittsburgh as Three Rivers Stadium finally comes alive. So Foley will score. And it's now 3-1 Pittsburgh, or 3-1 San Francisco. With, oh no, there's, okay, so that was an E2. Stargell with a, right, Stargell had the base hit that we just picked up. 33 was a 7 with runners on first and third. Oh yeah. Okay, now that we got that figured out. Easler will be the batter now. Infield will stay, so still nobody out, actually. Infield will stay at double play depth. Easler is 0 for 2. He's struck out and flown out. Ripley trying to settle down after that. Here's the pitch. 31 is a 9 actually against a grade D pitcher. Actually, now we got to go back to first and second on the chart. That's a 9. That's a base hit, and just like that, the bases are full of Pirates. And with nobody out, that's going to be it for Ripley. Let me compile stats for him. So he went 5+, gave up 1, 2, 3. Wait, should be looking at the right team. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 1 run, 1 earned. A walk. And 1 strikeout, no hit by pitch. Okay, so coming into pitch now. Coming into pitch will be Gary Lavelle. They're going to go to San Francisco is going to go to the bullpen as Ripley. Well, I feel like with lefty on righty, you probably want that matchup, even though he's still got Ripley's still got a 3-1 lead, but now that he's got the sacks packed, I think we're going to go to the bullpen here. So Lavelle so let's get bases loaded. Let's get the right chart up. So here's the pitch to Madlock. That's a base hit. Infield. Infield is going to play. They're going to stay at. They're going to come in. Again, flavor thing in this game, but I want to get used to talking it through. So Madlock will bat. Here's the pitch. Here's Lavelle's first pitch. 33. Oh, geez, that's a 0. A 42 is a 6 on a grade C pitcher. A 6. That's going to be a triple. Wow. So second column, C number 4. Wait. Okay, it's still going to be actually, let me think about this. 42 on the second column is a 6 against a grade C pitcher. Yeah, that's going to be a triple, it looks like. Actually, that's going to be a double, it looks like. So runners will advance 2 bases, but 3 runners score. And just like that, the Pirates suddenly find themselves with a 4-3 lead as Lavelle comes in. And immediately has a meltdown. So the Pirates find themselves. Madlock's going to find himself at second base. Right? Yes. He's going to find himself at second base, and he's batter number 6. And just like that, the Pirates find themselves with a 4-3 lead, and there's still nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning. San Francisco picking a really bad time to have a meltdown here, as Lavelle can't believe it. Next up will be Berra. Berra is, actually that's going to give Ripley 3 more runs and put him on the hook for the loss at this point. So actually 4 runs. Because those base runners all came on before Ripley got yanked. So still nobody out. Infield will move back. Berra's a batter now. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 26 is a 30. That'll be a lot more helpful. That'll be skied to left field. Waiting for that will be Herndon. That'll be the first out. Not deep enough for Madlock to make any headway there. Next up will be Nicosia. He is 0 for 2. Lavelle waits for the sign of the pitch. 52 is a 27 with the runner still on second base. 27. That's going to be grounded to third. Waiting for that will be Cabell. He'll flip that over to Evans, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Runner will hold. And I think that's going to be it for are they going to go to the bullpen for Perez now? I think they are going to go to the bullpen. So Perez is going to be done. I'll go ahead and compile his stats as well. 6 innings pitched. He gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Gave up 3 runs, all earned. 1, 2, 3 walks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts, no hit batters, none of all that. So coming into pinch hit for the Pirates will be coming into pinch hit. I want to see a lot of low numbers. We'll bring Tony Pena into pinch hit. Is he going to take over a catcher? Probably not. Who is the... Nicosia is the Pittsburgh catcher? No, he's not going to take over. He's just going to pinch hit. I'm just making a note here. Tony Pena. At least that's how I'm assuming it's going to be pronounced. That's what we're going to go with here. And we compiled stats for Perez already. So Pena trying to get Madlock home after an inning where the Pirates took the lead. Here's the pitch from Lavelle. That's a 42, which is a 9 against a grade C relief pitcher. That'll be grounded to third, or grounded to first actually, where Evans will take it to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. 4 runs on 4 hits and an error, and the Pirates suddenly have a 4-3 lead. That'll bring us into the top of the 7th, where we've got the top of San Francisco's order due up next. Top of the 7th now. I'm just going to double check. So that reduces by 1, but it doesn't change the fielding column. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates will be Tiki Takulve in relief. He's charged with getting the top of the Giants lineup out here. So first up will be Bill North. Bill North is 1 for 3 with a double and a strikeout. Bill North waits for the sign in the pitch. Will be a 41. That's a 28. That should be helpful. 28, still fielding 3. That'll get grounded as short. Waiting for that will be Foley. He'll flip it over to Stargell at first, and that'll be the first out of the inning, just like that. Next up will be Cabell. He is 0 for 3. He's struck out and ground. Actually, he's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a sacrifice hit back in the first. Cabell waits for the sign, waits for the pitch from Takulve, and here it comes. 16 is a 28. That'll get grounded to short. Waiting for that one is Foley. He'll move it over to Stargell at first, and that'll be 2 down in the inning. Next up is the right fielder, Clark. Clark is 1 for 2. He has got a walk, a single, and a strikeout today. Clark waits for the pitch. Here we go. That's an 11, which is a 5 against a grade C pitch, against a grade B pitcher. A 5. That's going to be a double over Stargell's head. Clark will find himself at second with a 2-out double. And next up will be Evans, who is 0 for 3. Not exactly the stats you want in a situation like this, but they'll have to make do with it. Takulve waits for the sign from Nicosia, and here's the pitch. 55 is an 8 against a grade B pitcher. That's a lucky break because that's going to get grounded right. That's going to get bounced right back to Tukulve. He'll flip it over to Stargell at first, and that will end the threat. So a 2-out double, but the Giants aren't able to do anything with it, and the score remains 4-3 Padres as we head into the 7th inning stretch. I will kindly not sing "Taking Me Out to the Ball Game" because my singing voice is absolutely horrendous. We will, however, get ready for the bottom of the 7th as Lavelle continues to settle in, with Marino stepping into the batter's box as Lavelle finishes his warm-up tosses. Marino's 1 for 3 with a single. Here's a sign from May in the pitch. 53 is a 15 against fielding 3. Change your charts. 15, first and second on an error. So that must mean he's going to end up all the way at second base on an error on the left fielder, which kind of makes sense, I guess. So he's going to end up with an E7 and get all the way to. Actually, that should be a grade. Hang on. Marino's that's a grade C pitcher. No, 53 is a 15. That comes off fielding. Never mind. So it is first and second. That's an E7. Wait a minute. It would help if I note it in the right column. Or in the right row. So next up will be Foley. Foley is 2 for 3. He's got a single and a double. Let's see what Lavelle can do with that. Here's the sign in the pitch. 25 is a 10 against a grade C pitcher. 10, that's going to be a base. Actually, change your charts. Okay, let's try that again. All right, against a grade C pitcher. 25 is a 10. That's going to be a base hit to right center field. It'll fall in front of Clark and North, and Marino will make it to third. And just like that, we also have more, because the batter will steal second on the second pitch. So Foley's going to end up all the way at second, and we'll have 2 strikes on Parker. And just like that, we've got runners at second and third with nobody out, and we're going to get more activity in the San Francisco bullpen, as we've got righty, lefty, righty. I think we're going to have to get our lone lefty warming up. Bob Tufts will start warming up in the bullpen for San Francisco, as we've got runners on second and third with nobody out. Lavelle waits for the sign in the pitch. All right, we established that was a double. He ended up with a double. Right? I think he would have had to have ended up with a... No, he ended up with a single, and he ended up with a single and then stole second on the pitch. That's right. Now that we've got that figured out, back to business with Parker. As Lavelle waits for the sign in the pitch. 44. Uh-oh. That's an 8 against a grade C pitcher. An 8. That's going to be a base hit. Oh, that's going to be a base hit over first into right field. S on second. So both runs are going to score. Then 44 we said was an 8. Parker's going to end up with a base hit. So the 2 RBI single. And that will end up being 6-3 Pirates. Stadium cheers. Yay! San Francisco groans, but they've also seen enough of Lavelle. He's going to come out of the game. So he went 1+. He gave up 2 hits. He's going to end up with 2 runs as well, both earned. Nothing else there. And coming into pitch, that should have been That was Parker who ended up at first. So coming into pitch is going to be Bob Tufts. He's another reliever, of course. And we've got, single Parker. Let's see. And first up for him is going to be Stargell, who is 1 for 3 with a single back in the 6th. Tufts waits for the sign in the pitch. 54 is a 32 with a runner on first. Change your charts, Phoenix. All right, 54 is a 32. That'll come off fielding. That's going to get skied to right. Getting under that will be Clark, and it'll fall into his glove for the first out of the inning. It was a shallow fly ball, so Parker stays put. Next up is the left fielder, Easler. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Tufts trying to keep the damage to a minimum. Here's the pitch to Easler. 33. That does not sound like keeping the damage to a minimum because that's a 0. So we are on to the second column. 63 is a 6 with a runner on first against a grade B pitcher. That's going to be a double. Runner to third, so Parker will make third. Easler, the 5-hitter. He's going to make second on the double. And just like that, we've got first and second with 1 out as Tufts proceeds to get Stargell out and then give up a double. So we're going to get more activity in the San Francisco bullpen, and all they've got left is righties. So they're going to get... They're going to get Greg Minton warming up in the San Francisco bullpen. Coming in to bat will be... Is it Madlock now? Yes, it is Madlock. So they're about halfway through the order now. Second and third with 1 out. Madlock with a golden opportunity to pour it on. He's 1 for 3 with a double today. Tufts trying to keep this a 3-run game. Keep the Giants in it, but the Pirates are threatening to blow this one wide open. Here's the pitch to Madlock. A 64 is a 12 against a grade D pitcher. That's going to be a much-needed strikeout. That'll be called on the outside corner. 2 down, and Berra's the batter next. Berra is 0 for 3. Tufts hoping, and the Three Rivers Stadium still hoping for a great hit. But here's the pitch. 34 is a 31. I don't think that's going to be a great hit. Nope, that's going to get skied to center field. Getting under that will be North, and he'll pull it in and retire the side. 2 runs on 3 hits and a 2-base error. And the score is now 6-3 in favor of the Pirates as we get ready for the top of the 8th with the middle of San Francisco's order due up next. Herndon is due up to lead off the top of the 8th for the Giants. He's 1 for 3 with a double that seems like a lifetime ago. Tukulve waits for the sign from Nicosia, and here's the pitch. 35 is a 9. Change your charts. 9 against a grade B pitcher. That'll be a base hit. So Herndon will reach with a leadoff base hit. He's the 6th batter, I believe. No, he's the 5. Next up will be Joe Morgan. Infield will move to double play depth, and we'll get some activity in the Pittsburgh bullpen. They're looking at righty, righty, righty. I think they had a lefty in relief. They do. They're going to get Rod Scurry warming up in the Pittsburgh bullpen. All right, Morgan stepping to the plate. Infield is at double play depth. Again, doesn't matter for this game, but getting into the habit of it. Tukulve waits for the sign in the pitch. 43 is a 29. That'll be helpful. Fielding 329. That'll be a sacrifice hit, though, that'll be grounded right back to to get the sure out. But Herndon will make second. One out from May, who is 1 for 3. He's got a single and he's struck out today. Takulve waits for the sign, and here's the pitch. 31 is a 9 against a grade B pitcher. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a base hit over second. That'll get into center field. The runner is going to... So Herndon will score. May will make second, or May will make first. And it's now 6-4 Pirates, as suddenly the Giants have something going on. That's a base hit RBI for May. And I'll get the dial here. It's now 6-4. Fans at Three Rivers Stadium are getting a little nervous, as now the batter is going to be Lemaster. Lemaster is 0 for 2 with a walk today. Takulve is trying to settle in after that. Waits for the sign, and here's the pitch. 16 is going to be a 28. That's going to be hit. That's going to be grounded to the shortstop. Waiting for that will be Foley. He'll move it over to Stargell. That'll be the second out of the inning. But May will make second base. Next up is Tufts' spot, but they're going to yank Tufts at this point. So we're going to see a pinch hitter for San Francisco. Question is, they got a righty. They're going to bring Jason Thompson in to pinch hit. I'm just making a note here. Okay, Jason Thompson with 2 outs in the 2 outs in the inning. Let's see what he can do with the offering from Takulve. Here it comes. .51 is a 14. He'll work he'll work a walk out of that. So he'll take first base. And all of a sudden, that puts the go-ahead run at the plate, as now Bill North is going to loop to the plate. Unfortunately for the for the Giants, he's 1 for 4 with a double way back in the first. Takulve hoping to the go-ahead run. Takulve hoping to get out of the inning without any damage. Here's the pitch. 62 is a 22, which I think will be helpful with runners on first and second. Let's look at the right chart, Phoenix. First and second, 62 is a 22. No, that's going to be an error on the pitcher. That's going to be an E1. So that's an error on Takulve, and just like that, the bases are full of Giants. And that's going to be it for Takulve. I'll compile his stats real quick. He went 1.2, gave up 2 hits. Fortunately, no runs, though. Actually, hold on. I'm compiling the wrong side. 1.2, 2 hits, no runs. Don't think he had any walks. No. So I think he came in here. At least that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, now that I got that figured out, we're going to bring in Rod Scurry from the bullpen. We're going to ask him to get a 4-out save here. Wait a minute, it would help if I put him over the right team. So Rod Scurry is coming in to face Cabell. Cabell is 0 for 3. He reached on an error back in the third. Cabell waits for the sign and the pitch. Just making a note here real quick. That's a 53, which is a 20 with the bases full of Giants. 53 is a 20. That's going to be fielding 3. Oh, geez, he's going to come in and immediately hit Cabell. So May will come in to score. It's now 6-5. As Three Rivers Stadium now getting very, very nervous. So Skirby comes in and immediately hits Cabell, bringing J.C. Clark up to the plate. All of a sudden, it's only a 1-run lead. But that run's going to be charged to Kulve. Actually, it should be 6-4. I think I advanced it one too many. No, I didn't. I think we had an RBI in there somewhere. Yeah, I think we had a bases loaded error. So we should have 2 runs now. So yeah, it is 6-5. And now the faithful at Three Rivers Stadium are hoping Scurry can get them out of the inning. Clark is 2 for 3, though. He's got a strikeout, a single, and a double, and he reached on a walk. Bases are still full of Giants. A 65 is a 35 against fielding 3 of 35. That is a much-needed strikeout. A swinging strike 3 as... right. That is a much-needed swinging strike 3 as Clark was trying to tie this... was trying to actually give the Giants the lead with one swing of the bat. But instead, Scurry will dodge a big-time bullet there. And it will remain 6-5 in favor of the Pirates. All right, North, Cabell, Clark. Okay, and that is May, who should be going back there. Okay. Now that we've got that sorted out, we're all set for the bottom of the eighth, and that's going to be it for Tufts. They pinch hit for him, so I'm going to compile his stats real quick. So he went... So where did he come in? He came in here. Gave up... So we went 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, had a strikeout, but otherwise goose eggs. Other than the 1 strikeout. Coming in to pitch for the Giants will be Greg Minton. We get him ready, and he'll be charged with the bottom of Pittsburgh's order. So first up will be Steve Nicosia. He is 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. That's an 11. That's a 0. Not something you want to see in your leadoff at bat if you're a Giants fan. 23 on the second column is going to be a 6. Against a grade B pitcher, that's going to be a leadoff double for Nicosia. So he'll reach on a leadoff double. They're going to let Scurry bat in the bottom of the 8th. Right, so Scurry, we'll see how he does with the offering from Minton. 53 is a 13. That's going to be a swinging strike 3 most likely as he tries to bunt Nicosia over, but he fouls it. He's going to foul the bunt off, and that'll be strike 3. That'll bring us back to the top of Pittsburgh's order as Marino's up next. He's 1 for 3. He reached on an error back in the 7th. Marino waits for the sign and the pitch. 21 is a 30. That's going to be skied to left field, shallow left. Getting under that will be Herndon, and that will be the second out of the inning. Not deep enough for Nicosia to go to third. As next up, it will be Foley. Foley is 3 for 4. He's got a single, he's got a double and 2 singles. Foley waits for the sign and the pitch. 36 is a 33. That doesn't seem likely to be anything good. Runner at second. 33, that's going to get skied to short. Getting under that will be LeMaster. And that will retire the side. Pirates can't do anything with a leadoff double, and heading into the top of the ninth, it remains 6-5 in favor of Pittsburgh. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Let's see what the heart of the San Francisco order has to say about that. Scurry finishes his warm-up tosses, but he's also being charged with protecting a one-run lead from the heart of San Francisco's order. First up is Evans. Evans is 0 for 4 today. Actually, yeah, Evans is 0 for 4. Here's the pitch from Scurry. 22 is not what you want to see if you're in a Pirate uniform or a Pirate fan. 22 is a 7. He's a grade C pitcher, which is going to be a base hit right into right field. So Evans will reach with a leadoff single, and that will bring the ever dangerous. That'll bring Larry Herndon up to the plate. Actually, he's 2 for 4 with a double and a single. Infield will move to double play depth. Let's see what Herndon's able to do with the pitch from Scurry. 33, probably plenty with that because that's a 0. So now we're into the second column for Herndon. 16 on the second column is a 6 against a grade C pitcher. That's going to be a double over Stargell's head. Is he a fast runner? He is not, so Evans will make third. And just like that, the Giants have something cooking. They've got second and third with nobody out, and the batter now is Morgan. Morgan is 1 for 2. He had the solo bomb back in the 6th. That brought the Giants to within 1 run. Let's get the right chart. We're almost there, Phoenix. We need second and third. There we go. Morgan waits for the pitch from Scurry, and here it comes. A 45 is a 14. 45 is a 14. That'll be a walk. And just like that, the bases are full of G-men with nobody out. The infield has got to play in. And we're going to get some activity in the Pittsburgh bullpen as Victor Cruz now is going to start warming up in the bullpen for Pittsburgh. As the batter now is going to be May. He had a single back in the 8th. So suddenly the Three-River Stadium is very nervous. They're hoping for a huge pitch. The infield will play in. Here's the pitch from Scurry. 15 is an 8 against a grade C pitcher. An 8. Yikes, that's going to be a single. So single through short as that's going to get past Foley. Runners advance 2 bases. So Evans will score. Evans and Herndon will both score. Morgan will make it to third. What did we say? That was a single to 15 was it? Wait, 15 for Foley, or 15 for May was an 8. Yep, okay, runners advance 2 bases. So May will make it to first. I think he was the 7th batter. And just like that, the Giants have taken the lead. Other way. 7-6. Stadium groans. Ugh. They are not happy with Scurry, who is charged with protecting a 1-run lead. I'm going to make sure I've got the lineup sorted here. Herndon. Okay, so we're just going to flip it over like that. That's going to be it for for Scurry. The Pirates have seen enough. That didn't take long. So he came in. Where did he come in? Here. So hit by pitch. Okay, I'm going to tally stats up real quick. He gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, hit a batter, Struck out 1. No walks, and he went 1.2. He went 1 point. He went an inning and a third plus. So that's going to be it for Scurry. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates will be Victor Cruz. The faithful at Three Rivers Stadium are very nervous right now, as the batter now is LeMaster with nobody out. Infield will play in. They don't want any more runs to score. No, LeMaster is the batter. He is 0 for 3 with a walk. LeMaster waits for the sign, and here's the pitch. 52 is a 27 with runners at first and third. All right, 52 is a 27 with runners at first and third. That's going to be out at first, so that's going to be a ground ball over to third, where Madlock will look Morgan back to third, flip it over to first to get over to Stargell to get LeMaster, and that'll be 1 out. May will make second, though, on the play, I believe. Let me just double check that. 52 was a 27. Yes. May will make second, but the runners will hold. So runners at second and third for North, who's 1 for 4. He reached on an error back in the 8th inning. Actually, I think we need a pinch hitter, actually. Wait, no, I think LeMaster should be the batter now. No, LeMaster's out. Never mind. So that was a... Okay, so... Hold on, I just confused myself. So Morgan's at third. Maymade's... Oh, LeMaster... Right, LeMaster had a sacrifice play. So... How did May get on, though? Okay, hold on. I gotta go back and watch some footage, and I need to change the battery anyway. Took me a little bit to get everything sorted out, but I had changed the battery anyway, so that kind of worked out. So LeMaster was the batter. He was out. May made second. There's now 1 out in the inning. And the Giants need a pinch hitter. They're going to get some activity in the bullpen. They're going to get... Fred Brenning loosening up in the Giants bullpen. As they're gonna yank Minton from the game. So let me compile stats for him. He came in at the 6, 7. He came in for the 8th. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Okay. We got all that figured out, but now we need a pinch hitter for... Now we need a pinch hitter for Minton. Righty, they have a lefty batter. So coming in to pinch hit will be Willie Montañez. Right. Actually, wait a second. Hang on, I think he's a Pirate, actually. I'll have to double check, but I think he's a Pirate. So let's try this again. Coming in to pinch hit will be Dave Bergman. Now that we've got that sorted out. Right. So that's going to be the... So... So Dave Bergman. Here's the sign for Cruz and the pitch. That's a 42, which is a 41. Runners on second and third, 41. That's a balk, so Cruz is going to balk Morgan home. And it's now 8-6. Stadium barfs. Yeah. So May will move to third on the balk, and we'll do this again. Make sure we've got our lineup straight here. Just in case this game goes into extras, which I hope to God it doesn't, but let's see what happens here. So now we've got a runner on third with 2 out. Still 1 out. 64 is a 12. Runner on third. So a 12 is actually going to be a very welcome double play. That's going to get skied to right field, where waiting for that's going to be Parker, and then he's going to gun down May at the plate. So that's going to be an F8, an F7 3 double play. And that will retire the side. 2 runs on 3 hits, a walk, and a balk. And it's now 8-6 Giants. But will we see some bottom of the 9th inning magic? One of my cards went flying for the Pirates. Let's find out. We've got 3, 4, 5 due up for the Pirates. And coming in to pitch will be Fred Brenning for the Giants. He'll be the 5th pitcher. He'll be the 5th pitcher for the Giants today. As apparently neither team's wanted to keep a lead today, so I'm betting this one won't be safe either. First batter will be... Now let me compile stats for Cruz real quick here. He had a total meltdown, basically. He came in at 7.2. So I think he came in at Rod Scurry. Right, he came in after the bases got loaded. So VC is right there. 1 inning pitched. 1 hit, nothing else happening there. Alright, so Fred Brennan, the leadoff batter should actually be Dave Parker. Wait. Hold on. Did I just confuse myself again? Yes, I didn't flip over the card. Leadoff batter is Parker. He's 1 for 3 actually 1 for 2 with a single, and he reached on a walk and an error. Here's the pitch from Brenning. 43 is a 29. Let's go to bases empty. 29 is going to be grounded right back to Brenning, where he'll flip that over to first, and they'll get the first out of the inning just like that. Next up is Stargell. Stargell is 1 for 4. He reached on a single way back in the 6th. Here's the pitch to Stargell. 42 is a 14. That'll be a walk. Stargell will get make sure nothing modifies that. Nope. So Stargell will reach with a 1-out walk. Come on. There we go. All right, the 4-hitter. Next up is Easler. He is 2 for 4. Pirates don't mind having him at the plate right now with a single and a double. Infield will move to double play depth, especially if the double play does end this game. 15 is a 10, except I don't think that's going to be a double play. A grade B pitcher. That'll be a base hit to right center field. Stargell will make third. Actually, hold on. Before we presume that, yep, he will make third. Then Easler will steal second on the second pitch. 2 strikes on the batter, who is Madlock, and suddenly the Pirates are now threatening, as we've got runners on second and third with 1 out. We're going to get some more activity in the San Francisco bullpen, as they don't have anybody left. They're going to get Al Holland loosening in the San Francisco bullpen as the game is getting ready to go into extras. So here's the pitch from Madlock. 42 is going to be a 9 with runners on second and third. A 9 against a grade B pitcher. 9's going to get skied to right field. That'll be Clark getting under it, but it will be deep enough to score. Stargell, and put Easler at third. It's now 8-7 Pirates. It's now 8-7 Giants, I should say. As there are now 2 outs in the inning, and Berra is the batter next. Berra is 0 for 4. But the Pirates' hopes today ride on Berra. Here's the pitch. Infield will play back now that there's 2 outs. 14 is going to be a 30 with a runner on third. A 30 is going to be a fly ball to left field. Getting under that will be Herndon. He'll take 2 steps to his right, take another couple steps to his left, maybe back up a little bit, stick his glove out, blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. As the Giants dodge a lot of trouble, and neither team seeming to want to win this game, to win 8-7 over Pittsburgh. Final line score coming up once I compile everything. For the Giants, 8 runs on 10 hits and 2 errors. The Pirates had 7 runs on 10 hits and also 2 errors. We're not done yet, though, because now we've got to see now how did the rest of the majors fare on June 5th, 1981. Let's go to the ticker tape and find that out. The Giants escape a wild one over Pittsburgh, 8-7. Greg Minton's going to end up with the win, Victor Cruz is going to end up with the loss, and Fred Brenning is going to end up with the save. But how did the rest of the majors fare on that day? Let's find out with our ticker tape. Orioles and the Angels. Baltimore, you guys probably know the color scheme by now. Baltimore, 10-13, that is 1. Angels, 9-46 is 5. That's a win for the Angels. I'll refresh you guys on the color scheme. I use the pink dice for the away team, yellow for the home. Twins and the Tigers. Twins, 2-26 is 2. Tigers, 9-35. 9-35 is 3. That's a win for the Kitty Cats. Brewers and the Royals. Brewers, 9-22 is 2. Royals, 10-54 is 6. That's a win for the Royals. White Sox and the Yankees. We got a lot of home teams winning today. That won't continue there, though. White Sox, 12-62 is 7. Yankees, 5-15 is 1. That's a win for the White Sox. Red Sox and the Athletics. Red Sox, 13-51 is 5. Athletics, 12-31 is 3. That's a win for the Red Sox. Indians and the Mariners. Indians, 18-53 is 7. Mariners, 11-62 is also 7. They will go to extras. Cleveland will roll a 2 plus 0. Seattle will roll a 1 plus 0, so that'll be a win for the Indians. Blue Jays and the Rangers. Blue Jays, -116 is a goose egg. Rangers, 12-31 is 3. That will be a win for the Rangers. Phillies and the Braves. Let me pull that through. Phillies, 1036 is 4. Braves, 326 is 2. That'll be a win for the Phillies. Dodgers and the Cubs. Dodgers, 1331 is 3. Cubs, 163 is 5. And the Cubs will somehow take that one from the Dodgers. Expos and the Reds. Expos, 953 is 5. Reds, 1052 is also 5. They will have extras. Expos roll a 2 plus 0 is 2. Reds roll a 4. Reds roll a 4 plus 0. That'll be a win for the Reds. Mets and the Astros. Mets. Negative 313. Wow. It's a goose egg. They apparently forgot how to score. Astros 1652, who didn't forget how to score because that's 6. That'll be a win for the Astros. Last up, Padres and the Cardinals. Padres 1113 is 1. Cardinals 1221 is 2. That'll be a win for the Cardinals. And that will do it for this ticker tape test and this playthrough of APBA Baseball. Busy week on the channel coming up. Wednesday we're playing Hornet Leader Carrier Air Operations from DVG. Saturday, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the official Halo cookbook with the entree, Frank's Fish Nuggets. Next week we're playing Age of Innovation from Fureland Spiel, and we're going to start baseball testing week next week with another matchup of APBA Baseball, hopefully with a Sunday group game day to test on. Also for baseball testing, Monday night next week, and that's a night you don't hear often on the channel, but you may start hearing more of that if what I'm planning here takes off. We'll be continuing baseball testing with another game of Inside Pitch. On testing week, I am more interested in the nights than I am the games themselves for the testing, and there's a reason for that. I'm going to hold the reason close for now, but you may be able to put a few pieces together and solve that puzzle. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.